The Chrome OS, a year in a review, 2022. I'm Huey Poplock. Google was busy adding many new features to Chrome OS in 2022, but overall it made Chromebooks much more appealing. 2022 was a busy year of updates for the world's most popular operating systems. You might have already known that Microsoft released Windows 11 2022 H2 and Apple pushed out Mac OS Ventura. But you can't forget about Google's Chrome OS, which is used in many schools and homes on some of the best Chromebooks. Over the past year, Google released 12 different updates to Chrome OS, and through most of them, Google focused on adding new features to Chromebooks. There were some great, huge additions like support for playing Steam games or cloud gaming, while others worked to refine the Chrome OS features. Regardless, the theme of 2022 was that Chromebooks became fun to use. The year started with the Google releasing Chrome OS 97. It wasn't huge, but it did start things off with a bang. Chrome OS 97 moved Chrome OS over to a 4-week update schedule from a 6-week one, matching what Google was already doing with the Chrome web browser. Google mentioned this new cycle helped boost the Chrome OS pillars: security, stability, speed, and simplicity. In the long run, though, it meant more new features and more constant updates for Chromebooks. Some of the smaller features in Chrome OS 97 included the ability to open and edit photos in multiple windows so you could compare and contrast images, along with the redesign of the audio player to include cover art. Google even added an offline grammar check tool. Chrome OS 97 kicked off the cycle with more frequent updates for Chromebooks. Google also updated Assistant on Chromebook so it can be used to open the camera and capture photos or videos. These are mostly smaller tweaks, but it set up what would be coming over the rest of the year. After promising a 4-week update cycle, Google released Chrome OS 98 and 99 in February and March. These updates tweaked many commonly used parts of Chrome OS. Chrome OS 98 delivered new emoji and virtual desk shortcuts to open spaces. It also allowed you to change where screen captures were saved and had a flag for a full-on dark mode to the Files app. Since this was the penultimate update before the big 100, Chrome OS 99 was quite small. It delivered 4 new tweaks. On Chrome OS tablets, there was improved palm rejection support. It also became possible to drag a window to the top of the screen to create a new desk in virtual desks. The final 2 features in this release tweaked Nearby Share and the Camera app. With Nearby Share, your Chromebook could now scan in the background to find somebody nearby for sharing. And with the Camera app, you got a new fun mode that let you turn a 5-second video into a shareable GIF. These were all just the lead up to the first update of the year. Between those 2 releases, Google's Chrome OS took the world by surprise in the middle of February. The company announced ChromeOS Flex, a new free-to-use version of Chrome OS for PCs and Macs. Chrome OS Flex was built for businesses and schools, helping to turn existing, often end-of-support and end-of-life hardware into Chromebooks. It's the same base experience and update schedule as regular Chrome OS, but without features like Android apps and the Google Play Store. Chrome OS Flex's core values includes a fast work experience, security against the latest threats, ease of deployment and management, and sustainability, since you can maximize the lifetime of a PC or Mac. And be sure to see my video introduction to ChromeOS Flex on YouTube. ChromeOS got its 100th major release in March 2022, and it was a big one. ChromeOS 100 delivered a new launcher, replacing the old full-screen experience with a new Start menu-like launcher on the left of the screen. The new design left more space for open windows and apps, allowed for better app folders and organization, and showed more information when searching Google. It also integrated with open tabs so you could find what you have open in Chrome. Other features in ChromeOS 100 included the ability to edit spoken words when using the voice dictation and allowed parents to manage kids' school accounts through Family Link. This second feature made it even easier for parents to take control of their kids' learning. And yes, ChromeOS 100 added that sleek new logo for Google Chrome. You might remember it. It's more saturated with fewer shadows and a bigger blue dot in the middle. This led the way to a rebrand, which Google would put into place with the next update. In the spring, things really bloomed. Google followed up the big 100 with 3 huge releases that delivered a rebrand, new system alerts, and new apps. With ChromeOS 101, Google changed the ChromeOS branding to a more simplistic ChromeOS. This was the most noticeable on the Chromebook boot screen, which became a black background with a white ChromeOS logo. The release added support for network-based recover, so IT admins got another new way to push fresh versions of the Chrome OS to devices. Smaller tweaks included disabling pan and zoom in the cursive app and a new firmware update menu for peripherals, giving you a better idea of when your accessories are updating. ChromeOS 102, meanwhile, added the Google Cursive as a default note-taking app for more Chromebook models. It pre-installed the app on most Chromebooks that have a stylus. Elsewhere, the docked magnifier got tweaks for controlling the size of the magnified portion of your screen. More importantly, ChromeOS 102 added new alerts for USB-C cables that might not properly support connecting to displays. And capping things out was the new ability to extract zip files without mounting them first, bringing Chrome OS closer in behavior to Mac OS and Windows. The feature delivery continued with Chrome OS 103. The phone hub picked up the ability for you to see your Android phone camera roll, making photo transfers even easier. Google also added new screencast app that made it easier for students and teachers to draw and highlight on their screen and see a transcript when doing a screen recording. And finally, Nearby Share on Chromebooks picked up the ability to receive Wi-Fi credentials from Android, making connecting to networks even easier. When summer came around, things heat up in the Chrome OS world. Chrome OS Flex came out of beta and launched to a wider audience. Google certified more than 300 devices to run the operating system at launch. Though some people saw it as a small thing, Google also announced a new video editor for the Photos app in Chrome OS in late July. This wasn't meant to be a professional video editor by any means, but it was similar to the video editor in Windows 11's Photos app. It was later released in the fall, and it meant you could now create quick movies out of photos and videos, add music, adjust the brightness of clips, and share fun clips with just a few taps. In late summer and early fall, Google pushed even more new features to Chrome OS. Chrome OS 104 delivered a new themes settings, while Chrome OS 105 added new keyboard game controls for Android games. Chrome OS 104 was definitely the most interesting late summer release. It added light and dark mode settings and tweaked the personalization area so either one could be set manually or automatically. This area also got a new wallpaper picker with the new options to choose your personal photos from Google Photos and the ability to set a screensaver from those photos too. Perhaps more importantly, Chrome OS 104 added a pop-up calendar helping you peep at the date more easily. And over in the gallery, it became possible to open PDFs with the app. Even the launcher got a tweak so you can look for Google Play apps more easily. Chrome 105 set a later theme for gaming in Chrome OS. It became possible to control and enjoy more Android games with your Chromebook keyboard. You can now get an overlay showing the keys to simulate the various touches on the screen with your keyboard. Google came up with this feature because it found that most Chrome OS users interact with apps using a mouse and keyboard. The last early fall release, Chrome OS 106, wasn't that major. It came in September and didn't even have any major new features. Ahead of the annual hardware cycle known as Techtober, Google surprised Chromebook fans with something special. The company partnered with leading Chromebook makers like Acer, Lenovo, and Asus on the new cloud gaming Chromebooks that sport fantastic hardware like fast refresh rate displays, 12th generation Intel chips, and RGB keyboards. But what mattered most was the Chrome OS integration with cloud streaming services. Google partnered with NVIDIA, Xbox, and Amazon Luna to bring their cloud gaming services over to Chrome OS, along with these new devices as web apps. It also became possible to find your favorite NVIDIA, GeForce Now, and Google Play games via the Chrome OS launcher. Other than that, popular gaming accessories from Acer, Corsair, HyperX, and SteelSeries picked up Chrome OS support via the Works with Chromebook program. Chromebook OS web apps for these accessory control centers are also in the works. To end the year, Google attempted to silence the Chromebook critics. There were two things that many complained about regarding Chromebooks. They didn't work for gaming or video editing. Well, the company released Steam in beta, and its partner LumaFusion launched an Android video editor that works in Chrome OS. More specifically, Steam came to the Chrome OS beta channel after months of being available on the Chrome OS dev. This made Steam gaming on Chromebooks more available to a wider audience and on more Chromebook models without the risk of huge bugs. Video editing and gaming finally became possible on Chromebooks in 2022. With that, video editor LumaFusion hit beta status on Android in early November via an early access program. Similar to the iOS version, you can use touch controls and add titles, transitions, and other professional video effects to videos, now all on a Chromebook. Although LumaFusion and Steam on a Chrome OS are two of the biggest features that Google rolled out at the end of the year, there were also Chrome OS versions 107 and 108, which delivered some long-needed tweaks to the operating system for the Files app and desk features. In Chrome 107, Google tweaked the Files app with new Recents tab to filter between different document types like audio, video, and documents. There was also a new option to close an entire virtual desk while saving the apps and windows in the layout. Thanks to this release, you even got a new option to merge a desk with one next to it with one click. And for those who use Chromebooks in clamshell mode, ChromeOS 107 added support for locking a device when the lid closes, but without suspending your current session. The final ChromeOS version of the year, ChromeOS 108, tweaked the Files app to add a trash can so you won't accidentally delete your important files. And over with the virtual keyboard, it added a new header bar so you can more easily choose emoji and open the handwriting tool. It's great that Google spent the year tweaking the operating system. Not only did we get fun new features like Steam on Chromebooks, cloud gaming, as well as LumaFusion, but the smaller features in the Google operating system also were improved. That includes things like Files app, the date and time area in the system tray, tweaks to desks, and even the audio player. 2023 could become an even bigger year for ChromeOS and Chromebook. We are really looking forward to the many rumored changes to the Google operating system. A big visual redesign with the Google's Material You design language, a new GIF chooser in the ChromeOS emoji selection tool, and performance tweaks like a battery saver mode and efficiency mode are just 3 things we're looking out for. We're also looking forward to the rest of the Steam-powered Chromebooks to be released, along with what's next for Google and cloud gaming. Regardless, Google showed in 2022 that it's dedicated to supporting ChromeOS for the foreseeable future. Our thanks to Arif Bacchus at xdadevelopers.com. This has been ChromeOS 2022 in review. I'm Huey Poplock.